What's up, guys? Welcome back to Farm Sim 25 on this cold and snowy February morning. Yes, sir. So, there's a lot of things that I've done since the last video, and as you can see, we are negative $5,000 in the hole, which sucks, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. So, I'm not hating on it. We're going to get out of the hole, but yeah, things happened. So, what did I do in the meantime was I built this sawmill, which I think I talked about. I don't know if I really did or not. But this sawmill right now is producing these guys right here, which are my wooden beams. I need 12 of these pallets for the playground. And then I need 12 pallets of the long planks, something like that. Let's take a look at what we've got going on over here. So, it looks like they can use another branch or two, or another bit of tree. So, yeah, I'm just gonna, here, get in there. Yeah. Let's see how that did. Wow, that didn't do much. We still got 2,000 liters that we got to put in just to keep it full. Yeah, we'll grab this guy here. This isn't going to be 2,000 liters, but, you know. So there are some other things. There was a new mod that was just released, I believe, today or last night, where you can have a garden for trees. And it produces logs, so you don't have to go around and cut down all your trees and stuff. And I gotta say, I'm really, really interested in that. I imagine it's going to be rather expensive. I don't have the money. Obviously, I don't have the money for it. But it is something that I would like to look into. And I think I already have it downloaded. We'll come over here to, I believe it's under Productions, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It might be under Garden, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. So this is like the little thing that comes with it. So, I mean, I might even end up getting rid of this sawmill and going with this one, because this produces everything I need, plus we get bark that we can sell. So that is definitely something to consider. Maybe it is under greenhouses. Yeah, it is greenhouses. This guy right here, holy crap. $54,000 for this. But, I honestly, I'm probably going to end up moving that operation over here. So we set this guy up, and we just need seeds and water. No big deal. So I'd put like this guy here, I'd put the other little house thing maybe down in this corner here. And this just makes logs for us to use in our sawmill. So I really, really, really want to do that in the near future. Now, we've got our rabbit food, we've got the lettuce, and look at this. The whole year's worth of lettuce fits inside this shed. This shed can hold 50 pallets. That is one thing I learned, and we've got 48. So we came in just under the wire on that. And this is actually really cool. So you guys saw before, we take the pallets, we put it in this little area here, and it goes poof, and ends up in there. Now, to get these pallets out, we come over here, we decide how many we want, so we can get 25 at a time. So I do that, and boom, there they are. Just like that, all nice and stacked up for me. Which is good, because since it is February, it is the day to sell lettuce. Now, another thing I did was I went ahead, I harvested all 3 fields, ended up with more sunflower seed than I needed, which is fine. I'm totally cool with it. And as you can see, I've already started palletizing them and putting them on the vehicle. And another thing I want to point out is, apparently the more beehives you have, the more honey you make. So that is a change from Farm Sim 22, where all you needed was 1 beehive and you just make honey galore. And I was wondering, why am I not making a whole lot of honey? So as a test, I put down a whole bunch of beehives, which if you look at the mini map down there, those kind of light green ones, those are all beehives that I placed down around my 3 fields. And I've been stacking honey, man. I love it because this is another cash crop or cash product, however you want to look at it. It's very, very good. That's really what I want. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and get our lettuce stacked up, and I'll bring you back for the sell-off. Yeah! Alright. Holy crap, that was an event. So after some trial and error, we finally got all the lettuce on our trailer, and we got 48,000 liters. So this should be a really, really nice paycheck. Like, this should be phenomenal. We're going to find out. I'm just going to go straight to the farmer's market. That's where we've been selling. I might not get top dollar there, but it's super close, so it makes sense. At $162,000 for lettuce. Love it. Absolutely love it. That's what I like to see. That is what I like to see. Now, I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I actually need that shed there. I'm debating getting rid of that shed because it doesn't... It's more or less just kind of a role play thing, like, hey, we've got the lettuce inside the shed. Does it really do anything? Not really. I think I'm going to keep it just in case, because I don't want to load up this trailer full of lettuce just to have it be a case of, okay, well, we've got it loaded up, but now I need to load something else on that trailer, if that makes sense. Right. So that's pretty much it for this month. We got 157,000, which is great. I think what I want to do is pay off like 100,000 on the loan. Why do I have my tractor hooked up to that? Huh. I don't know what I was thinking. I was thinking something. I've got my tractor hooked up to the sunflower seed oil. Not intentional at all. I have no idea what I was thinking. I've been doing a lot of this stuff late at night after work and stuff, so I'm not thinking straight. That's okay though. That's okay. Right, so 157,000. Let's go ahead and pay off 100,000 on our loan. I just lost count of how much I paid. Let's just go down to 57. There we go. That should be 100,000 off the loan. Is there contracts? Nothing that I really want to do. Okay. So, now that we know what's going on with that, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead, we're going to sleep, and then we're going to sell off the oil, and then I'll get planting my next crop. And I'm debating on if I want to plant all 3 fields or if I just want to plant what I currently have, or plant the 2 that we've been talking about. It's a I've been running it through my head several times. I'm not quite sure how I want to go about it. But hey, it is what it is, right? Hey, this is number 5. Cool, we're almost halfway to having all of our beams. This thing takes a long time. I have noticed that. This little guy takes a long time to produce anything. You may want to consider that before getting it. Or you're cool with it. I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to go with that new one once I officially can. It just takes seed and water, so I'd have to figure out a way to get seeds transported over there, because right now I don't really have a way of doing that. Oh shoot, you know what, we should probably grab the rest of our oil before we go sell it. That would be smart. Let's see, how do I have these guys face? I'm doing 3s. So I'm hoping this doesn't turn out like my lettuce did. I had issues getting the lettuce on my trailer. Like, I had the whole trailer loaded for the most part. I had like maybe 2 or 3 pallets to go, and things went wonky on me. I had to take pretty much the entire trailer apart and redo all the pallets. I'm hoping I don't have the same issue with this one, because it looks like I'm going to have to double stack. Maybe. Maybe I'll have to double stack. Maybe I won't. So we got those guys in there. Let's go ahead and clamp those down. I do have another strap there. Okay, cool. So even if these hang over a little bit, I should be okay. I mean, they're going to hang over, I guarantee that. But as long as they don't hang over too much to where they fall, yeah, we're good. We're good! I love it when a plan comes together, because it very rarely ever does come together. So when things work out, I am happy. They're trying to shift on me, and I don't like that. Is it on the bed? Yeah, it's on the bed. Cool. So we'll do like that, and we'll strap. So they shouldn't move now. Shouldn't. And we'll take these over to the farmer's market. We are definitely supplying our local population with all the lettuce and sunflower seed oil they could ever possibly want. I'm so glad I smoothed out that hill. So let's see what we get with this. Dude, don't try to pass me. Seriously, bro. Yee, slow down. I think I need to get the brakes checked on this tractor. Holy crap. We made over 100,000, 140, almost $150,000 on that. Yeah, about $150,000 on all that oil. Nice. Nice. I love to see that. Absolutely love to see that. That was great. It feels so good to be able to just feel like I'm in the positive again. It just feels fantastic. I know some of you out there, what are you talking about? Well, I mean, to have a harvest like that, to be able to sell the product and do really well, it just makes me feel good. It makes me feel real good. So the question now is, if I pay off another 100 grand, I could buy that other sawmill. I could also build that other garden for trees. All right, we're back. Let's theorize. I always say you gotta spend money to make that money. So greenhouses, we want this. Oh, it's not as bad as I thought it would be. So if we put this guy like right here, maybe even right there. Right there. So we do that, and then we do the this guy here. We do this sawmill, which actually does more than the other sawmill. And we put this guy... Let's see, we dump on that side, we pick up on that side. You know what, that's fine, I'm okay with that. We put this guy like right here. Just like so. We've got that little bush there. Nice. Right, so let's look at our productions. So we've got this, right? So we got different ways we can go about this. We can do water, seeds, and liquid fertilizer. Ugh, yuck. And we get 8 wood and 4 wood chips. If we just do water and seed, we get 5 wood and 2 chips. Or we can go water, seed, and solid fertilizer and get 8 wood and 4 chips. So I gotta figure out how to get fertilizer and seed over to that production. Now, there's a way that we can do that. Let's see, how many seed does it take? 10,000 liters, so I'd need 10 pallets of seeds. I'd need 10 pallets of fertilizer. And then the water, I'm not worried about. I'm not worried about the water at all. So what I could do, let's just get out of this. I'm not ready to do that yet. I want to get these productions rolling because I know I'm going to need a crap ton of wood for all the different projects that's going on. So if we come here, there was that buying and selling point, that thing where we can buy stuff. It's not going to be under selling, I don't think. What was that under? It's not that. It's not under greenhouses. This is the problem when you just got a whole bunch of stuff and you don't really remember what you've got. Piano manufacturer. What? Maybe it was under factories? I don't think it was. No. It's not selling point. It's not greenhouses, cultivation, generators. So was it under this? Was it under silo? No. Constructibles? No. Maybe it's under containers? No. Tools. Was it under tool? Yeah. So this one we get everything for free. We don't want to do that. We learned that's a cheat. So we can do this one. And we'll do... We wanted to customize it, right? Yeah. We'll go with the large. I kind of don't want to put it there. In the middle of my road. I mean, I could put it there. No. Surely there's a place I can put this where it's not going to overlap with everything. So I could put it here. Yeah. So I could put it there. And then what we do, how much money do we got? We don't have a whole lot. So we needed 10 seeds and 10 fertilizer, right? So here's that. If we go 10, buy, yes, okay. So that's all 10 of my seeds. So if I go through, do I put it, I put it over here where it says dump. Boom, took it. Nice. Okay. Whew. I legit was worried that I wasn't going to take it. Because you just never know with some of these mods. And unfortunately, that means we're not going to be able to pay down as much of the loan as I was hoping. But I'm going to get all of these in, and then we've got the solid fertilizer that we're going to get in here as well. And hopefully the production costs aren't going to be through the frickin' roof. Which, if it is, hey, whatever. It is what it is, right? But, you know, that's kind of why I bought that thing, though. Why I really like it, because you just order what you want, the store delivers it straight to your location, and you can do whatever you need to do with it. And this way we'll start making wood for all of our other stuff, and once that other sawmill is completely empty, I'll probably end up selling that one and just using this one that we have here, which we need to check out. Let's check that out. Right, so that should be all the seed for this, right? Yep, we're completely full of seed. Awesome. So this sawmill, I do believe we can even go inside this. Yeah, look at that. So it's a nice little workshop. A little cramped. It's a bit cramped in here. But, I mean, it's indoors, which is awesome. We got our tools on the wall. Bins for screws and bolts and nuts and all that other good stuff. We got some planers, some jigs, some saws, vise, hatchet. Got a miter saw, a table saw. Dude, come on. Like, legit, that's a pretty cool setup. Cramped, but pretty cool. Right, so we need solid fertilizer now. And we need 10 of those. God dang, 56,000 for that. So we're not paying off our loan. That 30-some thousand that I have, that's basically, I'm just going to have to hold on to that for an entire year. Because our property taxes and our production is going to take money every single month. So we can't really afford to just let it chill, you know? We can't afford to let that money get too low. Otherwise, we end up in the negative like we started off with in this video. And we had, I think it was like 20 grand. And we still ended up in the hole. So hopefully with 32,000 and after paying off 100,000 or more. No, we paid off 100,000. Hopefully that'll keep us from going in the hole. However, with this extra production, that might change. I don't know. We'll find out in the next video how that went. And we'll also show how this is going. Like I said, that other sawmill is just super, super slow. I'm hoping this one is going to be a little bit quicker. I like the fact that we're also getting wood chips. I don't know where... Are the wood chips going to be palletized? Because I don't see where they would end up. Thank God for super strength, right? That went by real quick because of super strength. You know, I could also throw in these guys in this one, right? Yeah. So I can even get this one starting to roll and doing its thing. And then I'll just let that one run out. Whatever we get from that is what we get. And then once that one's completely run out, then I'll just sell that one. And we'll keep this little production unit over here. Yeah, I like it. We got a plan. We've got a plan. It ain't much of one, but we got a plan. Right, so we've got that. We've got our fertilizer. I need to put water in there. So we'll grab our truck. We'll grab our handy dandy water bowl. We'll just swing this guy around. Man, it's to me it's just so cool that we're just finally getting to a point where it's starting to look proper. How much water does this thing take? Because it's using a lot. Yo, seriously, am I just... Oh, it takes 400,000 liters. Oh, so I'm going to have to fill this up a few times. Okay. Learned something new. Can I... Yee, that's close. Let's try this again, shall we? Now, filling this up takes a while. It's a 200,000 liter tank, I believe. But so far we're doing good. This is what we've got. Water, seed, solid fertilizer. We're going to activate that. Get this thing rolling. And then we'll just leave that filling. That's going to be a while. I mean, straight up, it's going to be a while. Right. So, which fields... You know what? We're not ready for wheat. We don't have chickens. We don't have our chicken pen or anything like that. So, I guess what I'm going to do is just go ahead and plant all 3 fields. I think that's the way to do this. I mean, if I was ready for anything else, then it'd be a different story, but we're not ready, so... this is how we're going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and mulch everything because this is the same month that I need to plant. Yikes. This poor tractor is going to need fuel soon too. Well, I say soon, we're not even at a half tank, but... anyways, that is what we've got going on right now, guys. If you like this video, hit the like button. If I've earned it, hit the subscribe button. And as always, be safe, be cool, and have fun. We'll catch you in the next one.